Hi, this is Maria from Crochet A to Z, and welcome to the channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please push that subscribe button. If you have, thank you. I want to thank everyone for being here today. And also, please push the like button. It gets the algorithms out there so people can find this channel. So today, what I wanted to do is part 2, and I actually want to say happy Sunday, everybody. Hope you're having a great day. Today, I want to show you part 2 of the series for our block. And we're doing a block a month, but it may be 2 or 3 blocks a month. But this is a series for anyone that's really busy, doesn't have a lot of time to crochet, but would like to make something. So this is going to be the block a month. And what it is 2 or 3 blocks in a month, maybe, you don't have a lot of time to crochet, but you'd like to get in on this. This is a perfect one because you take your time and you make it and you finish it when you're done. So it'll take you up to a month or more to finish a block if need be. And then the next month I will release more blocks, 1 block, 2 or 3. So that's what I wanted to mention. So this is a crochet along. So you crochet along with me until we get all our blocks finished. So again, this is part 2 of our blocks, our first block, I should say. And the first block entailed a single crochet block. But I did get some questions and some feedback on how to finish the block. For those of you that haven't been crocheting long, it's a good question, and it's valid that I do this. So I'm going to show you just how we're going to finish this block off. So what I did was I did another one since that one was already finished. And what we're going to do is we're going to finish this block off. So we did all the rows needed to make our block. And now what I'm going to do here is we're going to finish this block. So I'm going to cut this, and you're going to cut it long enough. And then we're going to, I bring this in, and that's what we do on that portion of it. So we're finished again with the block. So once we've done this, now we're going to weave in our ends. And we have 2 ends to weave, the beginning and the end. And I'm going to show you how we do that. And leave it long enough so that you can, I'm actually going to change colors on the needle so you can actually see this a little better. I love these needles. These are some of my favorite things. So what we're going to do is we're going to weave this in, this end, and find the best way that you think to weave it. I'm just going to go along in here, and I'm going to weave this in. Now I want to mention that there's no right side and wrong side to this pattern. So once you get it in and you've weaved it in, you can cut whatever you want off. I'm going to cut some of this off. And now I'm going to weave this end in, which is the beginning. And this may be a little bit short because of how I did it. So that's okay. And I've showed you before what I do is I go in first, and then I thread it. And then I go in and I thread. And then I go in and I weave it in. And I'm going to cut a little bit of that off as well. So now once I've done that, I am going to do my ends. Now, like I said, in the corners, we do 3 single crochets, and on the sides, you do 25. Now, I want to mention that, yes, when you're going along, you might end up being over or under. So you just pull it out and you go back in until you get your 25, because that's actually what you want to do. I'm going to use white thread, white yarn, so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to use white yarn. And I'm going to go in here. And I'm actually going to do a slip knot. A little longer. And I'm going to go in here. And I'm going to do my single crochet, my first single crochet. And I'm going to go right along. And that's 2, 3. I did it with the white so you can see what I'm doing. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. And you'll almost be able to tell as you go along that you might have to skip a stitch just to get your 25 in. But that's your base stitch. So like I said, I wanted to show it to you in white so you could see what I did. So I did 25 single crochets along this side. And this is what it's going to look like when you use the same exact yarn. But it shows up because I'm using a different yarn so you can see it for this tutorial. So now in this corner, I'm going to go right in here and I'm going to do 3 single crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Right in that corner. And then now you're going to go up this side again, and you're going to put 25 in here again. So it's 25 all the way around. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. And you're going to notice that you may have to space it out a little bit, but don't worry because this is going to be the same color as this. So the spacing isn't going to much matter, because the idea of putting this to get on here is that when you're going to put your your squares together, they're going to come together, and this is what you're going to use to come together. But I wanted to show it to you in white again so you could see it. So now in the corner again, we're going to put 3 single crochets. 1, 2, 3. And if you end up, and that's it right there, and if you end up with, if you end up and you're at 26 or 27, you just pull it out and space them. Because again, they're going to be all the same color of your square. So you're not going to be able to see that spacing, because if you look at this, you can't tell where I've done that edging. It's there, but it's so, it's just in there because it's all one color. So I wanted to mention that. So again, we're going to go back up the side and do 25 more single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just going to get out of that for a minute. 8. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now you've got to do 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now you know that you're coming to the end and you've got to put 5 there. So that's 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. And see how, and I did this on purpose, so you don't have enough of space to put your 25th in there. So you just pull it out. Pull out a few, and you go back and you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. And now we're going to do our corner. We've got to put 3 single crochets in this corner. 1, 2, 3. And there it is, all the way around. And now we're going to start again. This is our last side. And I want to mention, when you do a certain side, like this is the side where your single crochets are. So it's going to be easy for you to put those in. On the side where you're working on the side of your single crochets, and you can tell by the line, this is the top and the bottom, that you want to, it's going to be a little bit different for you to put those single crochets in. But all you have to do is count, because we're going to start again now. We put 3 there, so we're going to start, I'll count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now let's put 10 more. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. And in this corner, we're going to put 3 single crochets. 1, 2, 3. And then what I'm going to do is go into this first single crochet that I made, and I'm going to pull this up because I want it to look uniform. But like I said, you're not going to be able to tell because this is going to be the same color. You always finish you'll always put the single crochets around that you put, you always use the same color. So then you're going to cut that off. You're going to do that, make sure that it's nice, and sometimes I'll do it once or twice just to make sure, because I like to make sure, or I'll go in again and I'll do another. And then what you're going to do is after you finish that, you're going to weave in those ends. And you'll just, because some of mine are short, I'm just going to put that in, and I'm going to weave in my end. I'm going to weave it right in, And then I'm going to weave in this end as well. With the white, it just kind of gives you that extra so that you can actually see what I'm doing. Because if I use the same color, you're not going to get the same effect of what I did. So now once you do that, you can cut the end of your weaved end. So this would be how you would finish off your square. But again, and I want to show you, this is, so if your lines are going this way, so I turn this way because this is how I crocheted back and forth. And you can see your little ridges between your 2 single crochets and then 2 single crochets like I showed in the video. So in the tutorial before this. So you would just do the single crochets all the way around. And if you overstep and you do, instead of 25, you do 26 or 27, you just pull it out and you go back and you keep going until you have 25 here, 25 here, 25 on the sides, 25 on the bottom, and then in each corner, 3 single crochets. And that's just perfect. And like I said, when you do these single crochets to finish these squares off, you're going to use the same color that you used on your square, such as this. This has my single crochets across and back and forth until I finished my square, and then I did my single crochets all the way around, 25, 25, 25, and 3, 3, and 3 in the ends. And you can't even tell that there's a single crochet edge on here. That's the beauty of this pattern and the way it's done. But I wanted to show you, because I did get some messages that said, can you show us how to finish this off? Absolutely. And if you would like me to do that with each square, I will be happy to do that. I'll just add it to the video, the tutorial that I'm doing from beginning to end. I'll add how to add the whole single crochet all the way around your square. So I hope you enjoyed this quick tutorial on how to finish off a square with the single crochets around the edge and the 3 single crochets in the corner. So again, this is Maria from Crochet A to Z. I hope you like this tutorial. If you have any questions, please feel free to put them on the bottom where the comments are for questions for this tutorial. This is block number 1. This is the second half of block number 1. So it's part 2 of block number 1. And again, block 2 will be coming along, I believe, by the end of the week. But these blocks, you have a whole month to do them. The idea of these tutorials for the blocks are, if you're busy, if you're running around, if you have things to do, you want to make a project, and you want to take a long project. This is a great take-along project, of course, until we put it together. But it's a really great take-along project, and it's a really great project for everybody that's really busy, don't have time to crochet, but would really love to do something. This is a great project. This project is going to be for beginners to advanced. I go slow. I explain what I believe you so that you understand where I'm at and what I'm doing, so that you can crochet whether you're a beginner or you've never picked up a crochet hook before to advanced. That's the way I want this to be. I want it to be comfortable. I want it to be fun. Again, this is Maria from Crochet A to Z. Thank you. Have a great day. Have a great Sunday. Have a great week ahead. Another video coming up, probably another tutorial either tomorrow, on Monday, or Tuesday. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Have a great evening. Love you all. Bye-bye.